Hey, sixth graders, welcome back. It is May 5th for you. It's May 4th for me, so I'm still celebrating Star Wars Day. I've got a little Rey-inspired hairdo. If you feel like continuing to celebrate Star Wars Day, please do that. But otherwise, please enjoy. Today we are evaluating expressions using the order of operations. This is something we've been practicing with a lot as late elementary schoolers and early middle schoolers. And what we're going to do today is bring in some of that experience we had yesterday with evaluating exponents and tie that in with order of operations to simplify expressions. Okay, so we're really getting into some awesome algebra to prepare us for 7th grade, which is exciting. Go ahead and set up your notes. So we're evaluating expressions using the order of operations today. Before we dive into a practice problem, I do want to remind you to show you this gorgeous bulletin board that I didn't get to make you, remind you of the order of operations. I like to use this, this acronym called GEMDAS, and I like this poster because it shows there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of tiers of the order of operations. The first is grouping symbols. The first is yes. So if you see something in parentheses, or if you see an operation taking place all on top of a fraction bar, those operations are grouped together. You're going to do those first. Okay. The second thing you're going to do is exponents, like 2 cubed or like 5 squared. You're just going to evaluate, find the answer, and replace that that standard form with the value. On the next step is multiplication and division. These are inverse operations, so we can actually write multiplication as division and vice versa. That's why we do them on the same step. Remember that we do multiplication and division from left to right. So if I have division and then multiplication, I actually end up doing division first. So multiplication and division are in the same line there. And then lastly, addition and subtraction, same thing from left to right. Okay, let's go ahead and look at an example. Take this expression, 20 minus 3 times 4 plus 1. What operation should I do first? Yes, I should multiply. That's all the way down here in the third step. There are no grouping symbols. There are no exponents. There is one instance of multiplication. So that is my first step to multiply. Okay, 3 times 4 is 12. I keep the 20, the minus, the plus, and the 1 all exactly where they are. Now what? Should I subtract or should I add? Yes, I should subtract. When I subtract next, I chose that because it's on the left, right? Remember, we do addition and subtraction from left to right. I subtract and get 8, and then finally add and get 9. Let's look at another example. The next example has some of these other spicy 6th grade parts. Are there any grouping symbols in this expression? No. Are there exponents? Yes. So we're going to do that first. What is 4 squared? Yes, 4 squared means 4 times 4, which is 16. What comes next? Don't get tricked. I see subtraction, addition, and multiplication. Next on my list is multiplication. 3 times 4 is 12. So now I have 25 minus 16 plus 12, an equivalent expression to the very first one. Okay, then what? Subtract or add? Subtract because it comes first from left to right, and then finally add. Okay, let's try a couple of examples in our guided practice today to help get you ready for your independent practice. All right, I want you to try to solve this question on your own. Take 2 minutes. Which of the following expressions has the greatest value? Go. We are about halfway through our time. I'm intrigued to see the strategies on your paper. You are going to want to find the value of these expressions in order to figure out which one has the greatest value. You may have noticed in answer choice B and D, you see 7 to the power of 1. That just means 7 times itself 1 time. The value of 7 to the first power is just 7. Keep working, 25 seconds left. Go ahead and have your answer ready. If you've got it correct, you get a star in your paper. So make sure you have that on your paper ready to go. All right. Which of the following expressions has the greatest value? My answer was C. Put a big star on your paper next to C if you got it. If you don't have work that looks like this, go ahead and add it in with me. Okay. You had to solve a few exponents in order to get this question, like 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power means 2 times itself 3 times. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So 2 cubed has a value of 8. So 2 cubed plus 2 cubed equals 8 plus 8 equals 16. Okay. The reasoning is the same throughout here. I had a value of 16 for A and D, a value of 15 for B, and the greatest value of 18 for choice C. Okay. Go ahead and in your Google form, please enter C for question number 1. Excellent. We are ready to move on to question number 2. Evaluate the following expression and choose the correct answer. There's no correct answer to choose. State the correct answer. I took out the multiple choice on this one. So go ahead and solve on your own. I'll see you back here in 1 minute. About 15 seconds remain. Remember to follow the order of operations, starting with G, grouping symbols, then E, exponents. All right, pause the video here if you need a little bit of extra time. If you are ready, here is my work for question number 2. Go ahead and give it a check, please. I love this question because there is there are grouping symbols, there's an exponent, there's multiplication and subtraction. So all 4 steps in our order of operations, we have to do them in the same, in the correct order. We all have to do it the same way in order to get the same answer. So it's important you follow the same order that I did. You should get 34. Okay. To review your work more closely, if you did not get this answer, I recommend pausing the video and seeing if you did every step the same. If you didn't write this many steps, then you probably made a mistake because you did too much in one step. So go ahead and make sure you have all this work on your paper. Big star on question 2 when you got it. All right. At this point, I want you to pause and enter the answer in your Google form. Please just type the number 34 for question 2. Excellent. Question 3, last question. I want you to take a look at this and answer on your own. You just need a few seconds to figure this one out. Ready? Look at the expression below. That says, it's a little fuzzy, but it says 6 minus 2 divided by 6 times 2. Which of the following shows the order of operations that must be used to simplify this expression correctly? So this is asking us, in what order should we do these operations? Okay. Go ahead and jot the expression in your answer on your paper. Take 30 seconds. All right, are you ready? If you are ready, keep watching. If you're not ready, go ahead and pause the video. All right, if I'm simplifying this expression, I am going to start with division because it's farthest to the left, then multiplication, and then I'm in my last tier, addition and subtraction. It'll be 6 minus whatever I got there. So the answer was B, division, multiplication, then subtraction. Okay. All right, team, your question of the day, it is here, it is time. Your question of the day today is, what is the order of operations? I want you to write in the acronym for the order of operations. You can type it just like I'm modeling now, but in your Google form, please type GEMDAS. Pause the video and do that now. Excellent, just checking. I typed mine with all capital letters. So in order for the Google form to mark you correct, please type with all capital letters in the Google form, okay? All right, folks, here's what is left on the to-do list. You have your independent practice today, which is some great practice simplifying expressions, and some continued practice with exponents like yesterday. Your skill builder as well, and then please go to office hours today at 3:15 with Ms. Russell to get some help on this assignment to make sure you're scoring really well and you can get all of your questions answered. That's it for me. Back here tomorrow. I believe that. Bye.